So yeah, one of the big things for me was, whenever we do some Acer Sports, we want to try and make sure we've got the very best. We've done that with the players, but we've also done that with you sitting next to me here. So what we thought we'd do before we get started today with today's tournament, we'll have a quick chat with Russ, run through some questions, bit of a Q&A, and then we'll get into it. So Russ, what do you think of the tournament so far?
Well, it's absolutely fantastic, okay? What a great setup you've got. That's very, very important for the game at the moment. And I'll tell you what the beauty is the amount of youngsters that are actually in the hall today. You know, these are our future stars, and that's, you know, what you're doing, that bringing this back into the community. Yeah, giving these guys and girls a chance is absolutely amazing. It's fantastic.
Yeah, so I had a quick chat with Russ before. So the junior section, the main focus was the juniors. Get you counting really. Now in life, that's important. Obviously, you want to keep track of not only numbers, finances, but you know, being able to do it on the spot under a bit of pressure. A lot of people don't like pressure these days, but we have to be able to cope with that. And if we get started straight away with who is your player that you can think of that over the years best under pressure?
Goodness me, Phil Taylor, Eric Bristow, if you want to go back, a lot of you guys and girls and the youngsters won't know the late great Eric Bristow. He's the one that really put darts on the mat. And when you talk about playing under pressure, unbelievable. Phil Taylor, unbelievable. Also, Luke Littler. Look at Luke now, you know, under a lot of pressure. Last year we got to the final of the World Championship. This year then goes on and wins it with all that pressure on him, all the media and everything that goes with it. How you deal with pressure is how you will deal with your game. And that's what's proven with the likes of Luke Littler, Phil Taylor, Eric Bristow, the greats.
A bit of a random one. Is there anyone that you have seen that very talented but didn't cope with the pressure very well?
Again, it's a tough question because if you look, I mean, I love the guy who played Joe Cullen. Joe Cullen, when he's pressured, everybody when they're under pressure wobbles. They do. You know, no matter who you feel Taylor, Luke Humphries, Luke Littler, all these guys will crumble under pressure. It's how you deal with it consistently. You know, poor Joe Cullen, Terry Jenkins made 9 finals, never won one. You know, so it's like tighten up under pressure. And if you can learn to deal with pressure, well, it's certainly on a dartboard, certainly in life. If you can deal with pressure, then at the end of the day, you know, you're in for a good healthy time ahead.
Okay, so who would be the player that you can think of? We speak about pressure, Taylors and people like that. Who's the most talented player you've ever seen live, in your opinion?
Phil Taylor. No two ways about it. You know, Phil Taylor was just unbelievably brilliant up on the stage. His whole persona, his work ethic, everything that he done. Phil Taylor would get up in the morning, had his breakfast, 9 o'clock be on the dartboard till 1 o'clock, so he'd done 4 hours. He'd then have an hour's break till 2 o'clock for his lunch, and then he'd go 2 o'clock till 5 o'clock. As you would do if you went to work generally, you know, generally when you go to work, you work 9 to 5, that's exactly how he treated it. You've got to have the talent there in the first instance, but once, you know, you've then got to nurture that talent. You know, Luke Littler's got all the talent in the world. He has to work it. He said that's in practice. Someone like Gary Anderson says, I haven't flown for 6 weeks. He has. Because you could not maintain that standard by not practicing. You know, no matter how good you are, you have to practice and make it good practice. I mean, it's the same with football. You just stand there kicking the ball all the time. You know, you specialise in what you do. One of the biggest things I will certainly say to anyone who plays darts is learn your numbers, learn the dartboard, because then that way they'll give you a lot more consistency.
With Barney, if you think about another Dutch legend, someone else we have come in to test the racecourse, MVG.
Yep.
He was someone that came in, a lot of people said, as the next Phil Taylor. Any stories that you heard about Michael?
Yeah, sure. Michael at 17, I was very lucky enough to be in Holland, and Michael was playing England in a big tournament out there, and he hit my dart at 17, and he is exactly as good as he is now. He was then. Yeah? And then once Michael got in, he then dominated for 3 or 4 years. But what I realise now is that dance itself in depth is huge, and there's a lot of fantastic dart players, ranked 39, 40, 41, that can still win the tournament. So that makes it a lot harder for the guys today. But Michael Van Gerwen, his strength of mind again, and his knowledge around the dart is absolutely immense. So very, very special.
So when we did Chester Race Course last year, we did Taylor versus Van Gerwen. Obviously, it's Taylor's in his later years now. When did Jason from Motors, so we did the original flyer, Michael asked us to change it, and he worded it as the greatest versus the best. Would you agree with that or not?
The greatest being Phil, the best being Michael. Yeah, definitely. As I say, Phil, you know, his boss is still like that now. Doesn't hardly practice as such. So, you know, he's enjoying retirement. Michael's still at the very, very top of the game. So, with respect to that, most definitely, you know, you've got the greatest versus the best.
You know, not a weak player by any means. Many still believe he is the best player in the world. I do. Luke Humphries. You had come across Luke recently. He messaged me today actually. A great guy, wishing everyone good luck. But he's a different type of character to the guys, isn't he? You know, I've met Phil, I've met Michael, I've met Ray yet. But Luke seems different type of animal in a way.
When he first kicked in, he was big lad, big unit, and he decided to take the game serious. And what he done was he went on a sit himself down with the gym. So fit in mind, fit in body is how he looked at it and how he's taking the whole thing on. He had attitude. When he first played as a youngster, very much had attitude. And he's learned to deal with that, he's learned to calm himself down. And trust me, Luke Humphries at the minute is everyone knows about Luke Littler, but Luke Humphries at the moment is the best player in the world at the moment. He's the most consistent, and I can assure you, if you ever get the chance to meet him, he really is one of the loveliest men in the world. He's such a gentleman, he's all for the game, he's all for the youth and the youngsters being involved with the darts itself. I really couldn't praise him enough. It was absolutely incredible.
It wasn't part of our class championship, it was a special event, and the idea was if someone from the community beat it, we'd give them £5,000. No one did.
Yeah.
But interestingly, he came to me before and said, I've seen I'm playing best of 7. He said, I don't want to do that, I want to do one-leg shootouts. And I said, oh, but I've got to pay if you lose. He said, I'll be better like that. And it's just interesting that he would want to play one leg. I just wanted to get an idea. I've never spoken to him about it, but you've seen the players. Why would he think like that? Why was he better than representative?
Because he doesn't think he's the best. That's the mindset you need. You don't do everyone who scored that Phil Taylor used to lead 166, 162. Yeah. When he could have gone somewhere else to lead the finish. But he didn't. Because he honestly believed he was going to really drop the plane to lead the finish. Didn't always happen. That's the belief that you got. Luke Humphries believes every time he goes up there.
We can carry on and you will lose because I'm going to then some fucking lots. One of their matches.